So the unit's from 98.
98 seems like a long time ago, but it looks real clean in there.
Yeah. 2998 means it was produced in the 29th week of 1998. Try to go through this thing now, but there's some stuttering in the flame there. I sent Brian a picture of that sticker.
Yeah.
Just to be funny. It's what a douche. You can't even spell Brian right.
And Sons is
Right.
S-U-N-S.
Right. He goes, he said Parma Air can be Brian and Son because you're my son. No, he's messing with me.
This thing's gonna get ready to fire up.
Yeah, it's called for a free purge.
It's like
Whenever you kill the power to these carrier
they gotta
furnaces,
reboot.
they basically run a blower for 90 seconds.
Right.
They call it a purge. It's kind of stupid, but it's not really. I don't know what. I don't. To be honest, I don't even understand the whole meaning behind that, but that's what they do. So we're just sitting away. When this turned on last time, there's some hesitation in the burners. I want to see what that could be caused by a crack, possibly, because there's this second and third one here that when the burners went through, there wasn't a nice smooth light. Let's see what it does this time. I don't see.
Unless you saw something, I'm going to recommend just charge a service call and don't do anything.
I don't see. I'm going to do a CO test here once the
do
blower
a CO
comes on.
test because we got to get some numbers to give the owner so we have them. But
I don't see.
Looks clean on the inside, in your opinion.
It is pretty clean, yeah.
Okay.
Not too much scorching.
No, I've seen much worse furnaces.
Looks like it's been somewhat taken care of over the years.
Not by Brian and Sons.
No, apparently not. I'm gonna run for a few minutes here and heat up. That way, if there is something wrong with it.
That it actually blows CO2 into the ducts.
No,
or
this
just leak out here.
Well, if there's a crack in the chambers or a pop, what it does is, after it runs for a few minutes and that metal warms up, it expands, and then you either get, well, it depends on how big it is. If it's just a little hole or a hairline crack, sometimes you might just get a little tiny trace amounts, and you're mixing it with quite a bit of airflow.
Right.
So a lot of times it'll dissipate.
Yeah.
But if it's big enough, then yes, you'll get some fumes mixed in with the air that's blowing up in the house. It's never going to be enough to set off a wall CO detector.
Right.
So everybody's like, well, I got a wall CO detector.
Not going to set it off.
It's not concentrated enough
right.
to be an issue. But these detectors we have, a lot more sensitive, and the times that they're going to show up is when we have these super cold days, like, you know, in the teens and in the single digits, where the units are running for much longer periods of time, and they're running for longer cycles more often, where this thing actually stays warm pretty much all the time. Even when it's off, it never really cools down all the way. So when it runs for 15 minutes instead of 5 or 7 minutes, like on a day like today, you know, to bring it up a degree, that's when they open up, and that's when it's noticed more. But like I said, with a wall detector or a plug-in or even a ceiling mount one, those aren't going to be, those are just basically, those are more so for like if your hot water tank, it gets a block of fluid and you're spilling all of that fumes into the
back
basement.
into the house.
Then it's going to set off a wall detector.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All
right. So, but the CO2 would be detected here at the source, or would it be detected here? And, you know, what is it? This is the vent. This is like a vent, right? It's a vent right there. Lots of hot air coming out of it.
Hold on. You hear that?
What?
Did you hear that? See here? And you hear the flames almost like not being a steady, like
Okay.
that is a cracker holding heat exchanger, and it's pushing that blower in and disrupting that suction on the flame.
I don't see that acting any different than the other ones.
Come over from my side here. Come on my side.
Okay.
Look at this one and this one a little bit, but from the side here, see that? See right here? Every couple seconds it
Spreads out.
pushes out to the right.
Yeah.
That means there's holes or cracks in that chamber, and you'll get a nice spurt of clean flame, and then it pushes back enough, and then it does it and pushes back enough. And see, we're climbing slowly here a little bit. It's only at 4 right now, but that's just down here. But it's more than noise. I can hear it. And it's
They all look the same to me. All the flames look the same. Now, I mean, I guess I see a hole, and the other one's got the same hole. I see them all the same thing in there.
one of them. It's either this one or this one is
It's howling.
you're getting, yeah. And it's not, if it was a steady,
Yeah.
that's a good plan. But because it's burning,
Yeah.
and then it's backbeating almost a little bit.
Okay.
Burning, backbeating.
Alright.
And I'm willing more to say it's this one here.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more dancing on this right side here.
Okay.
This one's good. That one looks pretty good. It might even be both of these, but this one's the worst one.
They're dancing. They're moving around more than they're going straight through.
Right. This one here, and even if it's harder to tell from straight on, but yeah. This side flame here,
Yeah.
between the ears of the burners,
Yeah, I hear you.
that's what it is.
That's not hot in there when you touch it?
That's one. That's leather hands, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it's going up slowly. I started at 1, it's creeping up to 5 now.
Yeah, what's a dangerous number? 100?
No, I mean, nothing's good, but anything 20 and higher. And like I said, we've only run for a couple minutes here. There's definitely something cracked or popped.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it at first, but now that the longer it's running,
Yeah.
the more it's opening up. There's definitely,
That's 6.
yeah.
Okay.
And we're just
That's
sitting
parts
here.
per million? What is that?
Yes.
Parts per
Yes.
million?
So maybe this other guy did do a test on it. I don't know.
Okay.
But now that I hear that, it verifies in my head. And like I said, the longer we let it run, it's definitely that. It's the second end. It's the middle two, for sure. The other one looks okay. This one looks okay. And when we pull the furnace out, I'll be able to see whether it's a. See, these heat exchangers are actually built in halves, and they're not riveted, but they're pressed together.
Yeah.
And when those rings that hold the presses together, sometimes they either pop off, or
Yeah.
you do have a small hairline crack or something like that. But there's definitely. And see, I said down here where the ground is, where it's cooler.